Financial expert Martin Lewis has issued a warning to anyone who automatically favors using a debit card over a credit card when making payments. Known for his practical money-saving advice and consumer guidance, Lewis highlighted the misconception that debit cards are always the safer or cheaper option. Speaking on a recent episode of the BBC's The Martin Lewis podcast, Lewis explained that while many people assume using a debit card is the more responsible choice, this isn't always the case. Many people tend to think credit cards bad, debit cards good, but it just isn't that simple, he said. One of the key points Lewis made is that when someone becomes overdrawn, a debit card can function very similarly to a credit card, but with potentially higher costs. He noted that a typical high-street overdraft carries an annual interest rate of around 40%, compared to a high-street credit card, which averages about 25% interest. Simply put, overdrafts, often linked to debit cards, can be more expensive than credit card debt. Lewis was careful to emphasize that the best financial position is to avoid owing money altogether, whether on a debit or credit card. However, he stressed that if someone had to carry debt, it is financially better to owe on a credit card rather than a debit card overdraft. If you had to owe on one, you'd be best not to owe on either. If you had to owe on one, you would be better to owe on the credit card, he advised. Beyond managing debt, credit cards come with additional advantages that debit cards often lack. Using a credit card responsibly can help build your credit score over time, which is important for securing loans, mortgages, or other financial products. Credit cards can also offer rewards, such as cash back or loyalty points on everyday purchases, which debit cards do not typically provide. Consumer protection is another major benefit of using a credit card. Lewis also addressed the general fear and stigma around credit cards. Many people associate them with runaway debt and financial irresponsibility, but Lewis explained that this is an oversimplification. With proper management, a credit card can be a tool for financial security, offering both protection and flexibility. He urged consumers to think beyond assumptions and evaluate the costs and benefits of both types of cards carefully. In summary, Martin Lewis encourages people to reconsider the automatic preference for debit cards. While avoiding debt entirely is ideal, when borrowing is unavoidable, a credit card is usually the safer and more cost-effective option. With the added benefits of consumer protection, rewards, and credit-building potential, a credit card, used responsibly, can be far more advantageous than many realize. The key takeaway from Lewis' guidance is clear. Make informed choices about how you spend and borrow and don. Let misconceptions prevent you from using financial tools that can protect your money and even save you in the long run. This advice serves as a reminder that financial literacy is not just about avoiding debt, but about understanding the full range of options available and using them wisely to maximize safety, savings, and benefits.